Welcome to NewsArcade, where engaging with the news becomes an immersive experience. Using an interactive media format, news engagement is transformed into an educational and enjoyable journey. Newspapers, radio and television have been the primary distribution platforms for journalism for centuries. Interaction with users has happened through letters to the editor and the ability to call into, for example, a radio debate. The editorial team has acted as the gatekeeper, meaning users had to pass through a narrow gate to interact with the news media. This way, the editorial team maintained control over the content on its platform and ensured quality. On the internet, tech giants have succeeded by relinquishing control over the content users publish on their platforms. This is, of course, a caricature, but it describes a scenario that serious journalistic editors likely wish to avoid. On the other hand, it is not a sustainable strategy for news media to ignore the opportunities presented by technological advancements and disregard users' desires for interacting with the content. That's why we've developed NewsArcade, an interactive news format where you, as the journalist, can continue to offer users a quality experience of your journalistic product, but with the added possibility of interacting with the content. If this sounds promising, you should know that not all topics or stories are suited for this format. Naturally not. That's why in this video we share journalists' experience with the types of content they've successfully published interactively.
When experiencing NewsArcade, the player is given the task to build a story whilst aiming at a certain characteristic. The story can be empathetic, entertaining, surprising. There are 8 possible characteristics we've called news values. They will give you an idea of the type of story you can implement in the system. To be clear, the limitations are not a matter of topic. You can deal with sports, politics, environment, etc. But it is easier to use stories that have strong arguments. To start with, you can favor stories where you have clear statements supporting different sides of a topic. Opposite voices are easier when presenting people with the objective of making a choice. As the story goes along, you can frame the choices around more nuances and focus on an angle. So start with broad and engaging topics with clear-cut arguments, and then implement more subtle decisions as you become more familiar with the tool.
Selecting suitable stories and themes for NewsArcade is one thing, but there are naturally several aspects to mastering a new genre. You can learn more about all of this in this series of short video tutorials. NewsArcade is designed in a pan-European partnership of news publishers, game and IT developers, media literacy experts, and academics. Learn more in our series of video tutorials. Hope to see you in our arcade.